I just turned 25 probably a couple months ago, and I just want to talk about like life in our 20s. Hey y'all. Ooh, my glasses are sagging. Hey y'all, so I know it's kind of been a minute. Today I decided to just kind of come to the park and to kind of just chit chat with y'all. I know my last video, like when we just kind of chit chat a little bit. So I got the mic hooked up onto my hair. Yeah, I know I'm a chaotic person. I really don't care. So today I kind of just want to talk about like I just turned 25 probably a couple months ago, and I just want to talk about like life in our 20s. As a as a black female, I can only speak from my perspective as a black female, but I'm pretty sure life in your 20s is hard for a female, black, white, male, anybody out there. I'm pretty sure life in your 20s, you're just like, what the fuck? Like, is this what it is? Is this what it's supposed to be? Is this supposed to be giving? But definitely, I wasn't one of those kids when I was younger that was like, "Oh, I can't wait to be a grown up." I wasn't. I stayed in a child's place for the most part. I didn't have to get ready to grow up. Of course, some things I want to do, like, "Oh, I want to drive," and da da da. But I was never one of those kids that just like had to be grown. So I'm thankful for having to be able to have my childhood and to do those childhood things. So then when I did get older, all this stuff was new to me. So I would say I was kind of sheltered, like I kind of just stayed like with my family and stuff like that. I didn't start getting out until like probably high school. And I know it's kind of crazy, but hey, it's in my life. So yeah, so life in your 20s is just crazy. It's like you have ups and downs, highs and lows, and that's just with anything in life. Um, I kind of feel like me turning 25, it like shifted this type of mentality that I have. I've always been looked at as like mature. Like every time people meet me, they think I'm older than I am. They say I'm really mature and things like that. And I kind of never really know what they mean or like I never understand, but hey, people have been telling me that all my life, so I take it as a compliment. But yeah, turning 25 definitely switched these gears inside of my mind. It made me feel like 25 was the end all be all, and I feel like I definitely had to sit back and look at it from a different perspective. Like being 25 is just the beginning of what you want your life to be. I feel like. So 25, that just feels like a older age, a monumental age. You know how like 18 is when you first turn 18, when you first turn 21. Now it's like when you first turn 25. And of course I thought like, okay, I have a kid, a husband, great job. I'll be doing what I want to do. I'll be doing what I want. But no, let's stop there. We didn't get there. I got a boyfriend. No, no, no kids, no kids, just a cat at home. My job, I'm just in between everything. Like I just really want to do content and I know that I'll get there. As long as I keep pushing, I just try to keep pushing even though some things stop me. I just keep pushing. But life in your 20s is just one of those things you don't want to take for granted because it's like some people didn't even make it here. You have childhood friends or childhood people that you've heard stories about that didn't get to make it to 25. So it's really one of those things that you just have to hold close to your heart and just figure it out. Like everybody's just figuring out. Your mom, your dad, your aunt, all these older people are just figuring out. Like your grandma's still figuring it out, and we're all just figuring it out. And I really come to the realization that I'm fine with the process. I'm okay with just figuring it out, but I at least kind of want to plan. And I feel like I've been so used to the norm of chaos. And chaos is such like a negative word. I hate using negative words, but chaos is the word that I'm looking for. My life has always been just like I just get up, do what I want, do how I want it. I never know. I didn't even know today I was going to be here drinking Starbucks on my computer doing a picnic. I didn't plan that until this morning when I woke up. So I love that spontaneousness about my life, but I also want to have a plan and see it through. So I feel like it's okay to be spontaneous. There's nothing wrong with me just waking up doing what I want to do because I feel like that's life, but I just see like this quote that was saying like you wonder why there's so much chaos in your life is because look how you wake up, no plan, no nothing. And I definitely do wanna plan more things when it comes to my goals because, when you plan stuff, it never goes according like, I coulda planned today, like, "Oh, I'm gonna go outside, go for a walk, da da da." One of my shoes coulda fell off, like, that's not a good example. Well, I coulda ran out of gas, it coulda been too hot, it coulda been raining, and I wasn't able to do it. So it's like, life really never goes as you plan, you really just gotta go with the flow, and that's kind of been my thing. And I just feel like you really just gotta live life how you want to live life. Honestly, you can't let nobody tell you how to live your life. You can't let nobody tell you what to do because what works for them might not work for you, and that's okay. Like people don't understand that everything is okay. Life is gonna be okay. Okay, like I said, you have those ups and downs and things like that, but at the end of the day, you'll be okay. And I just feel like in our 20s, we just have to get a plan and see the bigger picture, the goal of it all. And I feel like that would kind of help us out. Like nobody is perfect. You never see the things behind closed doors. Social media has definitely played a huge part in us not really getting to see reality of it all. We see things for what people want us to see. We see through the lens that people want us to see through. So when it comes to that, don't let that overwhelm you and feel like you have to rush to do this or do that because I've caught myself doing that too. I'll see people on TikTok or Instagram or whatever the case may be, and I'm like, dang, well, I should have been doing that or I should have been doing this. But I always catch myself and I remove those negative thoughts. I remove those negative thoughts and I put God first. That's the main thing. When it comes to me, God first, because if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be able to do the things I do. I wouldn't be able to wake up and be spontaneous and go to the park. I wouldn't be blessed to have a car, have a house, have people and friends that back me up, have family that are there for me. I wouldn't be able to do those things if it wasn't for God aligning me with the things that I needed to be aligned with. So when we talk about being grateful, remember to put God first. I know that sounds cliche and it's like, oh, I'm putting God first, but you really do have to put God first. And this is kind of just like a testimony for me. And y'all, I'm just chit chatting. We're really just chit chatting here. I really love the scenery here. I'm at the park, just chilling, waiting for my sister to get off. But this is one of my big testimonies. And I was talking to my friend the other day. I remember I had got into like a car accident, like I got rear-ended, cool, whatever. I ended up quitting my job. I had to get a new car, but in the meantime, I just had to get all these different rentals. So the company whose insurance the person had, I only was able to get like a couple rentals at the time, and I was cool with that. But then it got to a point they didn't want to give me any rentals, so I had no money, no car, barely a job. Um, and I remember going to Redstone and I was trying to get a loan because before that, the car that I had that got hit, I got a loan from Redstone. I had got that car. So I'm like, okay, it'll be fine. I'll just go to Redstone, get another loan, whatever the case may be. Get to Redstone. I remember parking my car in a certain parking spot. I walk in and they denied me. They denied me. And like when she denied me, like I wanted to cry dead in that office. But I got up, put myself together, thanked her for her time. And I just went back to the car. And I remember just going to the car and I just bawled my eyes out. Like I just cried so bad. And it was just like this pain because it's like I'm trying everything I can, but nothing is working. And I just don't understand why. Like I don't understand. And I just told myself, I just stopped crying and I started praying. I just prayed because I know they say like you have to pray when it's good and when it's bad. And I just went to God and I just asked him, I know that you'll get me through this. Just continue to give me the wisdom and the knowledge that I need to grow from this and continue to let me know that you are here and to let me know that I can feel you. Like I want to feel your presence even more. And I just know that you're here. And I know this all happens for a reason. Boom. Fast forward, probably like 6 months later. Cool. I end up finding a car. I end up getting like a settlement kind of back from my accident. And I remember I parked in the same spot that I had parked in like 6 months ago. And I didn't even do this intentionally. And I went in to go cash my check, came back out, and it was like the most beautiful sunset that I've ever seen. And I just remember getting in the car and I was just so happy and like I almost cried again because I'm like, wow, like I'm in the same spot and things have turned over, things have brightened up, things have kind of went my way. I knew God was there all along and I just started praying. I just was like thanking God for just being with me, letting me know throughout the process that, it is a process, but everything will be okay. And at that moment, I felt like that was like one of my best testimonies because I really felt low, but at the same time, I knew everything's gonna be okay. So moral of the story for that is you really just gotta know that everything's gonna be okay, especially when you put God first. If you don't put God first, I don't know what to tell you. Cause that's the only way I've made it to where I am today, made it to who I have become is because I put God first. So out of all that rambling, I hope you just remember put God first, be who you want to be, remember your goals, align them, be aligned with the people around you, If they're not on the same type of time you're on, you have to separate, and that's okay. That don't mean we're not cool and none of that, but I have to separate so I can focus. So remember those few things, and just remember that being in your 20s, you're not alone. Everybody's going through something. You just don't know what. Um, and I always tell my friends, it could be worse. I live by a couple mottos. It could be worse. It is what it is. God first. I live by a couple of those things, and I feel like I kind of be good. But I just kind of want to come and talk to y'all about that. Like I said, I know it's a lot of rambling, but I just kind of want to get some things off my chest. I feel like the scenery was right. I've been wanting to do this. So comment down below and just let me know how do you get through what you go through? Like what keeps you aligned with your goals and everything in life when times get hard? And just thank y'all for watching this video and comment down some other topics y'all like me to talk on. And yeah, I guess I'll just see y'all next time. Bye.